Rocket Scrapyard spend scenarios. Yes, hello everybody. Following on from yesterday's video and as well, a lot of opinions, thoughts about the quality, volume. I think quality and volume, rarity. Well, it's quality as well at the same time. Rarity, volume of some of the rewards for this month, and whether or not you're Cavalier, Thronebreaker, and Paragon, looking at the extent of what you can get back from this month. We've got to talk about what's the best way, what's the best options, and what's the highest amount you can get when it comes to spending your scrap in your workshop. So, let's get into it. Now, if you've seen the video I posted yesterday, which was going on the scrap totals, I'm going to, say that it's going to be 2.450 mil. So 2,450,000 scrap that you can get. The reason I'm kind of like putting it to that is that there's a 0.2 to it. Whether or not you're going to do some of the lower difficulties of things, again, it's down to a personal preference. But we're going to go with there's 49 entries that you can have into the workshop. So with 49 entries into the workshop, you need to make decisions about what you want to get for you. And look, as I said, there's not an extensive amount of rewards. I'm sure that Kabam's kind of like response to this, and we'll have a look. We'll look into an MCN tomorrow about this, where Kabam may say, okay, well, we feel that this is rewarded in this way because the month has got more rewards in different areas. I don't know. That's just guessing what Kabam may kind of respond to this. But as I said, we need to look into that scenario of going, right, well, if you got 2.450 mil for 2,450,000 mil, not mil, but 2,450,000, then 49 entries. Where do you go? What do you grab? What's the best thing to do? And we've got to like situate it down to like, what do players want? And it's sad when you have to go, okay, you got to make a decision. Do you want to do 49 entries and get 6-star shards for it? Do you want to do 49 entries and get tier 5 basics for it? Or fragments, sorry. And the same thing when it comes to like tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystal, which is a bit annoying because it's not selector each time, or a nexus or anything like that. 49 6-star signature stones, or the other things which are valuable to players, which will be Cavalier Teamwork Dreamwork crystals, and I think that's it. Apart from the tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha, there's nothing really super substantially spicy that is going to be interesting a lot of players to go and grab. So as we said, we need to do scenarios of the entries. I'm personally going to do 49 entries. There's things that I want to do Teamwork Dreamwork crystals. Do bear in mind, by the way, that you do get some of those for free, shard-wise, from some of the other areas by doing the Scrappy event. You get scrap, and also you get Teamwork Dreamwork crystals, which I think you only get access to one, if I've done the sums rightly. Maybe one or maybe two. Looks like it could be two. I think it's one that you get in some of the objectives, because there's I think there's something in the objectives. I may be kind of like making it up. Probably am. But the point to get to is there's some in the workshop if you want to indeed go and grab them. But let's kind of like get to the point of the video, and that is spend scenarios. And I've got some here. I've done, how many spend scenarios have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you could, as I said, put all 49 entries into 6-star shards, but I don't see any great point, especially because I think if I've totaled it right, you are 500 shards less than getting a 6-star featured. Now for a lot of players that want to get the 6-star featured, you may be like going, oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to spread my spend? And as I said, you may want to do that. You may want to look to like some other options. So as we said, we got it on screen right now to check out and kind of go over, what you might want to do. So scenario 1 here, mainly 6-star shards and Teamwork Dreamwork. So that puts 40 entries into just getting 40 times you're getting 6-star shards, which would be 20,000 6-star shards. And then you've got 9 more opportunities to get some Teamwork Dreamwork crystals. And something to bear in mind is going to be, again, it's down to personal preference whether or not you feel that you'll be lucky with a load of entries into Teamwork Dreamwork crystals. Because RNG could make you get a load of 6 stars. It's not to say it will happen or won't happen. I've known people that have done 40 plus in recent openings when we got availability for them and only picked up 5 stars. I know people like myself that did 4, and as I said, I'm not quite sure if it was 5, 6 stars, and I was like, that's amazing, and it kind of like made it more advantageous for me to choose that over, say, going for a lower amount of 6-star shards. Again, this is always down to personal preference of what you want to choose, but it gives you an idea. Tier 5 basic and a little 6-star shards. If you were willing to do 40 entries or 40 grabs of the tier 5 basic, which is 22,500 per time, for 40 times, it will have 900,000 tier 5 basic fragments, meaning 20 tier 5 basics you could get, and that will cost you 2 mil in scrap. Leaving 9 more entries to get 6-star shards and bump that up, get some 6-star shards, 4,500 for your trouble. Then you've got the Teamwork Dreamwork option. And as I said, this is going to be something down to you, whether or not you feel you'll get lucky with the crystal. So the Teamwork Dreamwork crystal, which, that one there, you will either get super lucky or super disappointed if you go, right, well, let's have 49 entries or 49 grabs of these crystals. I'm considering doing more of a split between Dreamwork, Teamwork Dreamwork crystals and 6-star shards. Not a huge amount in the split, because you have to bear in mind we do have the banquet event, and banquet crystals may give 6-star shards, so there may be opportunities there. I would say save your scrap. That's my first kind of like tip with this, is save your scrap. Save your scrap for the end, because you don't know how the rest of the month is going to be, and this particular event, this kind of like workshop scrap kind of collection thing, should really top you up for what you've missed out on during the month. And that's the point. That's the key point there. Use this event, even though you might be disagreeing with like the rewards. I've seen people disagree with the rewards of this one, and also, compared with the Elder difficulty, and as well, like looking at it's kind of like, well, they're all right with it. But use this event to top up what you're lacking this month from all the other events, calendars, the anniversary event, banquet, right? What you're losing out on, or what you feel that you've not got more of, use it. So you've got like, okay, well, I didn't get much tier 5 basics this month, then go and get some tier 5 basics from this. But save your scrap first and make those decisions on what you're lacking at the moment, or maybe just have a bit of fun. Again, you do you at the end of the day with choice. But you can do different scenarios, Sig shards and Teamwork Dreamwork crystals. A little bit of a smorgasbord splattering there of 10k 6-star shards, 20 6-star signature crystals, and 9 Teamwork Dreamwork crystals. Again, that's quite nice there. That's quite a nice little scenario. I should be kind of putting a little red circular over things we're talking about. And the spreadsheet is updated, by the way, and is available in the link in the description. But we've got some other options. Let's get them into shot here. So we've got here rank up. Okay, rank up materials mainly. So in rank up materials mainly, this is very much centric on you getting rank up materials. So tier 5 basics wise, 22,500 a time times 20 is 450,000 tier 5 basic fragments, and that's 10 full tier 5 basics. Now, one thing to point out is that if you're looking to rank up a champion, this isn't exactly the helpful scenario. It may be and it may be not. It depends what you're ranking up and for whatever reason. I mean, I'll give it a good example. Let's find a rank 2 champion that I've got. I think this one here is, yes, this is a rank 2 champion, Ebony Moore, which you do have to rank up, by the way, for Battlegrounds. But you'll need 4 tier 5 basics and 8 tier 2 alphas each time. Right, so you'll need a large quantity of them. Now, let's face it, you got to be real on this one. When it comes to the volume you need, if you're getting if you get 10 full tier 5 basics, then you can do like rank 1, rank 2, and then you're without. So you will need a high volume of tier 5 basics and tier 2 alpha. But as I said, this is mainly about how I'm treating this particular event. Is kind of topping up for what the month does not kind of pay out when it comes to rewards that maybe it did or felt like it did last month with stuff. But again, rank up option could be your thing. Next, we've got rank up materials and shard spread. So kind of like an even spread of of scrap. And whether or not you're doing 20 entries at getting 450k, similar to as it was before, still at 10, and then kind of adding in 10 more entries for tier 2 alpha, you get 17.5 full tier 2 alphas. And again, it's down to personal preference. I feel personally I get less tier 5 basic than I do tier 2 alpha. So it may be a case like you could shift it more on centric on tier 5 basics, depending on what you're getting less of. As I said, use this as a top-up month. And then you could do a little bit of a shard top-up of 9,500 6-star shards. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, or many worlds for this. And a final scenario is that this is gold, teamwork calves, and 6-star shards. So teamwork dreamwork crystals times 30. 6-star shards times, you get 5,000 based on 10 entries at 500 a time. And then finally, 1.5 mil. Now, personally, I'm not going to be going for this. For me, and the thing that I'm doing for myself, not for, for anybody else, like you do you at the end of the day with choice. I'm just giving you perspective. But I'm going to be doing mainly a 6-star shard and teamwork dreamwork. So it could be a case that I do 39 teamwork dreamwork crystals, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm a bit of a mad lad and I want to say, right, well, if I get myself, or maybe those extra 9 entries go into 6-star shards. If I do 30 teamwork dreamwork crystals, getting at least 1 or 2 6 stars from those, and yes, it's RNG, will probably outweigh what I need from it. Rank up materials wise, I'm probably going to pick that up from doing a queue and other types of events. So yeah, like I don't really need to worry about. But acquisition of champions is kind of important, so maybe I'll kind of go down that route as well. But again, your choice. Acquisition of champions for you, rank up materials for you, or anything else. But that's really been it. I don't want to take any more of your time. That's been a video. Put a link in the description if you want to check out this particular spreadsheet spread. And yeah, good luck in your grind this month. But as I said, if this event is disappointing to you, use it as a top-up event. Top up what you are not getting that much of this month and spend at the end. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all very soon. Much love and goodbye.